and welcome to Be Amazing with me, Dr. Dave, a video blog that is dedicated to offering insightful information and a solution to day-to-day issues that impact our lives. Today, I will be discussing Confessions of a Family Holiday Survivor, which is day 2 of Survive the Holidays in 2018. Well, as you know, I should say, they are coming. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, and whatever holiday you celebrate. And they're gonna be here sooner than you think, which means dealing with family and friends. Discussions have begun. Who will bring what, where will it be, and who will be invited? Remember that we're all human beings and that you're bound to have conflict due to different personalities. Discussions of politics, family members, issues around the world, and of course, opinions and disagreements are going to be issues that come to the forefront. Remember, we all have, again, different personalities, beliefs, and values, but the holiday doesn't have to be filled with issues and conflict. There are plenty of reasons to be stressed out during the holidays. Endless family activities, fundraisers, parties, baking cookies, and wrapping presents, just to give a couple examples. And if you are dealing with mental health issues such as depression or anxiety, holidays can be a trigger, and family can be a trigger as well. Family issues are complicated and can be overwhelming, but that doesn't mean you need to skip out on your family, or does it? If your family is causing you stress, listen today as I discuss and take you through Confessions of a Family Holiday Survivor, which is day 2, where you're going to learn some tips and tools on how to survive your family during this holiday season. While being with the family for some might be the highlight of the holiday season, it can be the most stressful part for many people. I have found that family can be the most stressful part of the holiday for many. Family relationships can be complicated, and what causes difficulties in families? This is where we're going to start and talk about our first tip and tool. Number 1, identify what is causing your holiday family stress. For example, unhappy memories. Going home for the holidays really can bring up some negative times and memories of negative times from the past. Oftentimes we return to childhood memories and where we feel inadequate or angry as a child. Number 2, toxic relatives. And that's really important to remember that you can be in the same room with relatives you have tried to avoid for the rest of the year. People who may not understand your mental health disorder, your addiction and recovery, or anything else that might be going on in your life. Next, what's changed? What has changed in your life can also be an influence on how stressful the holidays can be. For example, if there's a divorce or a death in the family or a loved one, this can also add holiday stress. Also, think about what has stayed the same. You're going to hear the same jokes, see the same annoying relatives, and perhaps eat the same food. Also, are your defenses lowered? Are you suffering from medical issues, mental health issues, not getting enough sleep, feeling stressed at work? Remember, these can also all lead to difficulties and stress during the holiday season. The second tip is don't just make an assumption. For many people, changing expectations and behavior can make a big difference, but not always. It is important to note that connections between the holidays and depressions may be coincidental. I am not ever sure when I meet with patients if this is really the case. Is it the holiday season that is causing the stress or anxiety or the depression? I mean, on one hand, it really might be the holidays that are making you down, but it really could have nothing to do with it. That is why it is really essential to talk with your medical doctor and/or therapist if you feel that something else might be going on, or there may be something else going on, such as seasonal affective disorder or SAD. You might have a medical condition, you might be having a drug side effect, or something completely different might be the cause of this. So please reach out to the professionals. Number 3, this is really important. Have this escape plan. I cannot stress this enough. For many people, and for myself during early recovery, it is essential to have a way out. For example, if you're hosting the holiday party or whatever it might be, you really can't leave. So you might want to decide not to do this. Also, come up with a variety of reasons why you need to leave the party. Talk with your partner or your friend that you might be bringing about what to do in this situation. One of the key things that I've often said if I needed to leave is, sorry everyone, but I need to leave the party because I'm kind of exhausted from work and I have to be up early tomorrow for work, for example. While this may not be the full truth, it's still the truth, and it's what you need to do to survive the holidays. holiday. Next is number 4, accept that the holiday may suck and get through it as soon as possible. By lowering your expectations of the holiday, you can take some of the edge off when dealing with your toxic family. Those of us who put space between ourselves and other family members during the year might be hoping that this will be the year that, for example, so-and-so quit drinking and might not act like an idiot at the party, or another family member has entered therapy. If you have this hope, you really might be setting yourself up for being incapacitated by the dysfunction in your family. So instead of getting your hopes up, set reasonable expectations beforehand. This way, if your family has changed, you can still have the opportunity to really be surprised about the changes that have been made. You don't have to be the one who makes your family understand how they have hurt you or how they could act differently. Just focus on surviving the day. Number 5, have friends available. Bring a partner or friend to the holiday. It's interesting when you do something like this, because your friend will be able to see perhaps some of the difficulties that you talk about in your family. And also, your family might be on their best behavior, but if your family is a toxic family, and depending on how they've reacted before, they could really give quite a show for the individual that you bring, and that will allow that person to see how your family functions as well. Now, number 6, you don't have to go. Remember that. This might be where you talk with the therapist or your medical provider or pastor, or somebody that you trust. Oftentimes, guilt and feelings of shame and feeling obligated are reasons that many people go to family functions. Those from toxic families often have these feelings that are the only reason why they stay in contact with their family. Remember, if your family is causing you emotional harm, it's okay to stay back. So those are the top 6 that I came up with. I want you to join me tomorrow as we discuss how to cope and deal with your addictions during the holiday season, which is really something that is close to my heart, obviously, and for many people who are just entering recovery and those who are continuing in the recovery as well. Also, I want you to check out my website, and you'll see that in the lower part of the screen, drdavidmcintyreconsulting.com, where I just developed a new course called Survive Seasonal Affective Disorder, or SAD, in 2018. There's a free gift for you, which is day 1 of the course that you can check out and get downloaded into your computer and watch it when you have time, as the course is available 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. I wish you all a happy and safe holiday, and remember, you can survive the family holiday this year in 2018.